Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today to take a quick look at the latest device from Wetek, which is the Wetek Air. Now, I've received it a few weeks ago, but only today I'll be able to share my opinion about this interesting device in terms of Android TV box. Now, starting with the unboxing experience, very quick unboxing experience as usual. As you will have the chance to see, in terms of the box, it's not just any box like we have on other devices, if this matters to you, of course. Some people really like this kind of unboxing, some people don't care. Here I really enjoy when the things are a little bit different. I did receive an extra from Wetek, which was the t-shirt from the Trailblazer Club, which I belong to, which is a really nice addition, but that was a limited edition and an extra. Of course, we will find the most important thing inside the box, which is the Wetek Air, a quick user guide, a Bluetooth remote control, with which we will take a closer look in just a few moments. Also a power adapter with the European and UK socks and a HDMI cable, which is really nice because it's personalized with the Wetek logo and looks just awesome. Now, looking at the connectivity of this particular box, on the left hand side we will find a micro SD card slot. On the front we will have only a power button, and then looking at the back we will find a power input jack, a HDMI 2.0, Ethernet port, two USB 2.0 ports, and one DVB CT turner with dual turner. Now, in terms of hardware, it's using one socket that we have seen quite a few times here on the channel. Some manufacturers did a great job, some manufacturers didn't, and I believe that Wetek did, for the most part, a great job. We will find a few things here and there, but hopefully they will be able to fix. Now, as I said, in terms of hardware, it's using the AM Logic S905D, 2GB of DDR3 RAM, and 16GB of flash storage with Android 8. So a updated machine right over here, which has at least one thing that it's different from most of the competition. Now, really quickly going through the benchmarks, the first one that I did was in terms of network, and here I was a little bit disappointed because the Ethernet connection, it's not a gigabit connection, it's only 100 megabits per second, which it's more than enough for most things, but I would love to have an Ethernet port with a gigabit connection. In terms of Wi-Fi, we will be able, if we have a good enough network, to have better results than on the Ethernet. As you can see on screen, I was getting roughly on Wi-Fi 200 megabits per second on download and roughly 180 on upload. Now, in terms of the disk speed test, was some really nice results: 144 megabytes per second on read and 53 on write. And then in terms of Geekbench, we have the normal score for this kind of SoC and CPU, of course, 613 in single core score, 1676 on multi-core score, and Enter2 with an average score of 32,000. Now, moving along to one very interesting thing that this box has is the remote control. This is a Bluetooth remote control, so better than any infrared remote control that we use on our daily basis, regardless if it's for a TV or any other device. And it is more complete than those usual Bluetooth remotes that we are used, including the NVIDIA Shield remote control and the Mi Box remote control, which are only dedicated to the Android TV OS experience. We don't have only the Android TV OS experience right over here, but also the option to use the TV experience if we want to take advantage of the dual turner that this box has. So in terms of the remote itself, I'll show you guys a few images right over there, but it has the dedicated buttons to be used as the TV experience with any app that we install on the Android TV OS. But then we also have a few shortcuts right over there that will include the TV navigation, channel up and down, volume up and down, and then a few shortcuts that we can use. And I'll show you a little bit better when I talk about the TV experience in a few moments. But the thing is that in terms of the remote, it also has an important thing, well, for some of you guys, which is voice recognition. So we can do a lot with that. We can play around and ask, hey Google, how's the weather, and Google turn on the AC and so on and so forth. We can do a lot, especially for those that have a smart home or smart gadgets at home. So I was almost forgetting about that. Overall, a great experience in terms of the remote control, very complete, not only for the Android TV OS experience, but also for the TV, which makes sense because they have the TV experience built in. Now, moving to the media capabilities of this device, for those of you that are looking for a Android TV box capable of playing YouTube videos, for example, at 4K, which I don't produce 4K, only 1080 at this moment, but this device is totally capable of playing those videos, smooth video playback at 4K and no issues whatsoever. On the other hand, for those that love Kodi like myself, or Plex or MB, Although they work in different ways, and you guys know that, Kodi will push a lot more for the device because it will transcode all the files right on the player, unlike Plex and Hamid, which will transcode on the server. In this particular case, using Kodi, I was able to play and stream everything from my network to this Wetek Air with no problems at all. MKV 1080 Blu-ray files streaming across my network, both on the Ethernet and on Wi-Fi, and no issues. I also played around with some H.265 and H.264 4K files and no issues whatsoever in terms of the coding. Now, the only complaint that I've got right over here is that this box has everything to be able to play and stream Netflix up to 4K, I imagine, but according to Wetek, they are still waiting for the licensing in terms of Netflix. So unfortunately, at this moment, we can't install, at least officially, the app. I'm sure that some guys will find a way to install any app in terms of Netflix and put it right over here. But I'm talking about the official way. I just hope that they are quick and get the licenses so that we can take advantage as well of the Netflix service, because I know that for some of you guys Netflix doesn't mean anything. You will prefer everything that the box has, but for some of you guys I believe that Netflix will be important. So let's hope that Wetek can take care of that really quick. Now, talking a little bit more about the TV experience, because this is one of the reasons to get this device. If we want to centralize all our media consumption, including the TV, so we don't have to swap devices and so on and so forth, then this is a really nice box to use. Now, as I'm talking, I'll show you a few images right over there, but the point that I want to make with those images is really simple. This is a device that it's really easy to use in terms of the TV experience, and it will give us a really rich and easy to use interface in terms of the TV experience. I was really pleased to see, and it's not the first time that I work with a box from Wetek that has this service, but they have improved a little bit, and I really enjoy the way that they have all the information, these buttons on the top, which will be used for shortcuts. We can actually record on a very fast and intuitive way. I did record a few times on the internal storage, but we can use a large external storage if we want to record complete movies or complete shows and so on and so forth. So a really complete experience, and sorry about the redundancy here, but that's just to say that works great in terms of the TV experience, and in my opinion will be one of the factors to get this box if we want to use YouTube and Kodi and Plex and so on and so forth, and at the same time we want to have a better experience on our satellite or terrestrial or whatever we have, then this is a really good choice. Now, finally moving to the gaming, because I know that you are eager to know the results. What I can say is that what I've been saying with almost all the machines with this kind of hardware. In terms of gaming, we will be able to play those mobile games on the Google Play Store, like Asphalt 8, Asphalt Extreme 9, and so on and so forth. You guys are tired of hearing this, but this is the truth. In terms of game stream, I'm a little bit disappointed because Wetek will have to check their firmware to be able to make things work at this moment. What I'm using right now is an AMD GPU with Steam Link application. We have talked about this a lot here on the channel, so just search around for game stream and you will have all my tests and so on and so forth. At this moment, unfortunately, did not work. I almost bet that it will work if you have an NVIDIA GPU and if you use the app Moonlight, as we have used a lot in the past. But at this moment, I'm trying to do all the tests on the Steam Link, which is a better platform in my opinion. At least it gives a lot of options in terms of hardware, not only NVIDIA but also AMD and so on and so forth. And at this moment, did not pass. Hopefully Wetek will address that really quickly so that we can have an extra server, which I know that for some of you guys it's really important to be able to play your AAA games on your living room without the need to have a strong computer there. And that is it, guys. Hopefully this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.